Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. The new Dallas Mavericks management wants to try to bring Luka Doncic back, but would the Lakers go through with this deal? Logically not, because Doncic is the face of the Lakers and is in great form. The only way the Lakers could lose Luka Doncic is in 2028, when he becomes a free agent, if he doesn't renew his contract with the Lakers. Therefore, if Dallas wants Luka Doncic back, they will have to wait until 2028. Last Friday, the Lakers hosted the Mavericks at Crypto.com Arena for their first game of the season. Luka Doncic scored 35 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and dished out 11 assists, and the Lakers defeated Dallas 129-119. After the game, Doncic told reporters that it was a little easier to face his former team this time. He wasn't as emotional as when he first faced the Mavericks after the trade, while his first game back in Dallas was marked by tears. I would say it's a little easier now. But games against Dallas will always have a special meaning for me. I mean, I still have a lot of friends there, so it's fun, but it will always be special. Like I said, it will always be special for me, Doncic said, via Basket News. The Dallas Mavericks could be plotting moves to possibly bring Luka Doncic back to the franchise. The Mavericks ownership realized it made a grave mistake of trading Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers after Nico Harrison last month. According to Will Miller of the Smoking Cuban, Doncic has no obligation to return to Dallas, but it seems like the franchise might be interested in a reunion in a few years. Miller based his report on several things, which include the possibility of bringing back key people to the Mavericks with ties to Doncic. The Mavs could be putting together the proper infrastructure to make a Doncic return possible in the future, if nothing else. Dennis Lindsey, who helped construct Dallas' 2024 NBA Finals squad and is now second in command in the Detroit Pistons front office, has been rumored as a potential GM target for the Mavericks, Miller wrote. Another name is franchise legend Dirk Nowitzki, who was never a fan of the trade and even distanced himself from the Mavericks. Former majority owner Mark Cuban also seemed to have his influence back after Harrison's exit. Nevertheless, Doncic signed a 3-year, $165 million extension with the Lakers this past summer. That meant the former Mavs superstar can't enter free agency until 2028, at the earliest, when he can opt out of his contract. JJ Redick quietly fixed the Luka Doncic flaw Jason Kidd never could. The Los Angeles Lakers superstar is letting bygones be bygones. Luka Doncic loves to talk. If you're an opposing defender who just got smoked, he'll let you know. If you're a heckling fan, the Los Angeles Lakers superstar will put you in your place. If you're an NBA referee who just made a bad call, Doncic has grown a touch more forgiving this season. Don't get it twisted, Luka can and certainly will still have a conversation if it is necessary. However, the frequency, on the whole, has gone down. Doncic has also been willing to wait for more timely moments to have those chats too. This was something pointed out on the Zach Lowe show. Lowe asked his guest, Mo Dockel, if it felt like Luka was whining less this year. Dockel said it did, and that Doncic was goofing off and having more fun overall. The exchanges had with Austin Reeves have showcased a lighter side of the superstar point guard's personality since his arrival. The quiet part of the equation that should not be ignored is JJ Redick. Doncic does not need to spend as much time in referee debates when his head coach is picking those battles for him. That terrific working relationship and synergy is something Jason Kidd never quite delivered for Luka. Doncic-Redick duo continues to bring the best out of Lakers. Lowe added that Doncic's conversations with the referees are not only happening less, but the duration is also shorter. The NBA analyst praised the Lakers superstar for getting back on defense with his improved fitness and not letting those moments derail the team on the other end. There is a very human side to this. It's been touched on before around here, but Redick really is obsessed with basketball in the best way possible. If you're Doncic, why waste the time with the officials when you know your head coach will go to war for you? JJ Redick is a demon. He pressed TF out of that ref. The optics from the outside of the relationship between Doncic and Redick just look better than that of Kidd and his former superstar. Many have pointed out during the meetings between Luka's Lakers and his old team, there never appears to be a warm moment between the superstar and his former coach. Jason Kidd not even walking over to give JJ a proper handshake and leaving the second the game is over, loser behavior. Even after the Mavericks' recent loss to the Lakers in NBA Cup action, Kidd simply took off immediately after the game. Could this all be a touch of the magnifying glass being pressed up a bit too tight on the situation? Perhaps to some degree, sure. Lakers pressured to make blockbuster trade, fix key weakness. Although they're off to an encouraging 15-5 start, good for the number 2 seed in the Western Conference as of this writing, the Los Angeles Lakers are already showing concerning signs of weakness. LA's 3 top players, 5-time All-NBA first-team guard Luka Doncic, 21-time All-NBA forward LeBron James, and likely future All-Star guard Austin Reeves, are all elite ball handlers and scorers. But the Lakers' depth beyond that triumvirate plus that group's fit together is already in question. More news: Lakers' blockbuster trade idea sees LA cut ties with Rui Hachimura for $54 million. Center all 3 of Doncic, James, and Reeves are now subpar defenders. Current starting forward Rui Hachimura and starting center DeAndre Ayton don't seem to cover up James' issues on that end of the floor, as Jovan Buha of Buha's Block relays that the Lakers have a rough 128.3 defensive rating and a disappointing net rating of -5.6 when James, Hachimura, and Ayton share the hardwood. Buha's solution? Trading away one member of that group. James has a no-trade clause on his expiring $52.6 million contract. Hachimura is on an expiring $18.3 million deal himself, while Ayton has a player option worth $8.1 million for 2026 to 27. Essentially, that means all 3 players could hit free agency next summer, which could hurt LA's leverage in offloading any one of them via trade. If we look at the commonalities between the Warriors' loss, the Blazers' loss, the Hawks' loss, the Thunder loss, and tonight's loss against the Suns, the first thing that comes to my mind is speed and athleticism. There is a real disparity between the Lakers and those teams in each of those matchups, Buha noted on a recent episode of his podcast, following the Lakers' 125-108 defeat to Phoenix on Monday night. All of those teams pressured the Lakers to some extent in terms of full-court pressure and even half-court pressure. And in all of the losses, they've struggled to some degree with their shooting, making teams pay for playing off of certain guys who are playing so aggressively. Ball control and playing with pace were also cited as key shortcomings for Los Angeles at this stage of the season. The Lakers could certainly use a defensive combo forward type of player, a la all-defensive teamer Herbert Jones of the New Orleans Pelicans, if they want to compete deep into the playoffs next spring. They've also struggled with turnovers. And those teams have been able to speed up their processing, their decision-making, and it has led to an array of turnovers for LA, Buha said. When they are facing a team that is clearly more athletic than them, and faster than them, at multiple positions, and excels at pressuring the ball and maybe doubling, and then veering back, and just kind of mucking up the game with their defensive style, the Lakers have struggled. More news: Lakers LeBron James drops hilarious 3-word response after missing Pelicans game. LeBron James gets brutally honest about the difficulties of playing at age 40. LeBron James has been sidelined more often than not to start his record 23rd NBA season. The Lakers superstar missed the first month of the season as he dealt with sciatica on his right side. He made his season debut November 18 against the Jazz, playing in 4 consecutive games before he was ruled out for Sunday's game against the Pelicans due to left foot management. James returned to the floor the next night in the Lakers' 125-108 loss to the Suns Monday. After the game, he was asked about the surprise absence from Sunday's contest, where he dropped a brutally honest line about the pitfalls of playing at 40 years old. "It's called old. You get it, you understand," James said when asked about the foot injury via ESPN's Dave McMenamin. "You just wake up with that you didn't have the night before. It's called old. You just wake up with that you didn't have the night before." LeBron James on his left foot injury management designation that kept him out of Sunday's game. Age catches up with us all, even the greatest athletes. James has missed 15 games thus far over the season. He can only miss 2 contests over the rest of the year to maintain eligibility for NBA postseason awards with the league's 65-game threshold. He has received All-NBA honors in 21 straight seasons, each year of his illustrious career besides his first season when he was named Rookie of the Year. Through 5 games this season, he's averaging 15.2 points, 7.2 assists and 4 rebounds per game. He turns 41 on December 30th. Despite James's availability, the Lakers are off to a 15-5 start behind masterful play from Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. LA is currently second in the Western Conference, only behind the 20-1 Thunder. Lakers starter calls out team for selfish play. Los Angeles Lakers forward Rui Hachimura delivered his most pointed criticism of the season after the team's 125-108 loss to the Phoenix Suns on Monday night, a defeat that snapped their 7-game winning streak and exposed long-standing issues in the Lakers' offensive hierarchy. Hachimura, who finished the night without a made field goal, attempted just 1 shot in 23 minutes, a startlingly low involvement for a starter expected to be a key floor spacer and scorer. "I don't remember when I had the ball this whole game," Hachimura said, visibly frustrated after the loss. "That's happened. Playing with these guys, I signed up for that. I understand it. But with this, I think the whole team understands, that's not how we're gonna win." The Lakers, who entered the night averaging 26.1 assists per game, produced just 18 assists on 80 shot attempts, one of their least connected offensive performances since the start of their win streak. Hachimura calls out Lakers for not playing for each other. Hachimura emphasized that the Lakers' recent success stemmed from trust, ball movement, and shared responsibility, all of which were missing against Phoenix. "Those games that we've been winning, we've been passing to each other, we've been trusting each other, we play for each other," he said. "Yeah, it's a tough one for me, but it is what it is. It's one of those games I gotta just scratch out and play the next game." But beneath the professionalism, Hachimura made it clear, the Lakers played selfishly. "We just got to trust each other," he said. "Of course, Luka and Austin Reeves have the ball all the time, they get a lot of attention. They're trying to blitz them, double team, all that. So all the other guys got to be in the right spots and be ready to shoot, be ready to make another play." His message was unmistakable, the Lakers stars dominated the offense at the expense of team flow. Hachimura's lack of involvement reaches rare territory. Tuesday's game marked only the 3rd time in Hachimura's. Unlike the previous occasions, Hachimura was fully healthy and played a starter's workload, yet barely touched the ball. Doncic, Reeves' shoulder-heavy load, and turnovers. Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves took 38 of the Lakers' 80 shots, nearly half the team's attempts. While both produced offense, the decision-making proved costly. Doncic finished with 38 points on 15 of 26 shooting, but he also had 9 turnovers, more than his 5 assists. He ended with a game-worst -25 ±. "That was my fault," Doncic admitted. "No way I can have 9 turnovers in a game." Reeves made 6 of 12 shots but posted 5 turnovers against 3 assists, including 4 turnovers in a disastrous second quarter that helped Phoenix pull away. "I dribbled the ball literally out of bounds one time," Reeves said. "I was bad in that aspect. I've got to be better." Lakers must restore ball movement to avoid repeat collapse. While the Lakers had won 7 straight entering Tuesday, the Suns exposed a recurring flaw, a stagnant, star-heavy offense that sidelines role players like Hachimura and reduces the Lakers' spacing and rhythm. Hachimura made clear that the Lakers' identity must change back to the unselfish version that fueled their winning streak. "Today was the game that we didn't really play for each other," he said. Whether the Lakers adjust, or allow frustration to fester, could define the next stretch of their season. Ex-NBA player makes strong statement calling out LeBron James. LeBron James returned to action on Monday night for the Los Angeles Lakers against the Phoenix Suns. The NBA superstar has been dealing with a minor foot injury, which prevented him from opening up the back-to-back set available for the first game. James' minutes weren't limited on Monday, but his production hardly made a dent in the Lakers' blowout loss. Late in the game, many wondered if LeBron's double-digit scoring streak would finally end. He had 1,296 games of at least 10 points scored in a row heading into Monday's action. A late bucket got him to 10 before he checked out for the rest of the game. On Tuesday, the ex-NBA veteran Chandler Parsons called out James for seemingly stat padding. "I got to be honest, I didn't like it," Parsons said on FanDuel TV's Run It Back. "This was the first time in my life I saw an older LeBron James, who played and looked like his age. After sitting out the night before against New Orleans, I thought this was a perfect night for him to just go crazy and kind of carry this team to a victory. Luka went nuts early on, Austin Reeves was struggling, and LeBron James, he did not look like himself. For me, that's the first time I've ever seen him like that. It was a nice gesture for JJ to keep him in there, and he definitely was hunting for it, and he was not coming out until he got it. This just felt like the first step of on the way out catering to his legacy instead of focusing on this season and the game that was already over. Congrats, I guess, but I just didn't love it, and it was just obvious what he was doing. LeBron has seen better games. During his 31 minutes of action on Monday, he shot just 3-10 from the field, missing all but one of his 4 shots from beyond the arc. Along with his 10 points, season low, LeBron produced 3 assists and turned the ball over 3 times. The Lakers' winning streak snapped at 7 after they collected a 125-108 loss against the Suns. James recently returned after missing the first 14 games of action this season. Heading into the 2025 preseason, it was revealed that LeBron was dealing with a sciatica injury. He made his season debut on November 18 against the Utah Jazz, with a 29-minute showing. The star forward played in 4 games in a row before missing his first set of action on Sunday. The Lakers will get the next 2 nights off before making a return to the court on Thursday night to take on the Toronto Raptors. That game starts up another back-to-back, as the Lakers will see the Boston Celtics on Friday.